hard to believe in love. So never let your guard down, 'cause I'll come back swinging. You walk, you talk like you've been around, way down. Oh, I can feel it. You scream, you shout, you let it out. Make me a believer. How many lies do we have to hide when two wrongs don't make it right? How many times can I say goodbye till I get through to you? When time is running out and the dream is over, you need some time to figure out that what comes around goes around. You say you always be around somehow. Oh, I can see it. You scream, you shout, you let it out. You made me a believer. How many lies do we have to hide when two wrongs don't make it right? How many times can I say goodbye till I get through to you? Oh, would you listen, try to make a decision? Is it better to follow you down? I'm caught in the middle, but I tried just a little. It's so damn hard. How many lies do we have to hide when two wrongs don't make it right? How many times can I say goodbye till I get through to you? And how many lies do we have to hide?
I don't wanna feel this good just 'cause you called last night. I'm not that girl. I don't wanna dress up for you and be a toy. I'm not that girl. No, I'm not that girl. You got me just as long as I'm bored. Put your feelings aside, give that wild shot a try. Let's ride. No one does it better. Put your feelings aside, throw yourself out in the night. Let's ride. Let's ride. Break out of your shell, meet me halfway. I'm not that girl. I'm not that girl.
All right.
Make a mess, be
There we go.
It's hard pretend. I'm not that
Audio
girl.
test there.
No, I'm not that girl. You should know I don't give in.
All right. Get that turned down.
Put your feelings aside, give that wild shot a try.
All right. Dad Random doing a quickie in the middle of the afternoon. Welcome to the No Fly Zone. And a little bit of random thoughts today. More experimentation here. I do have a really important theme to tackle today. The big one is what you're looking at right there to my right. And that is that thing, that black thing that's next to that perfectly good Mavic Mini 1. And I don't understand why this is happening, except for all of my thoughts are coming to reality. And that reality is DJI is getting rid of stuff. Hey, how you doing, Ivan? Ivan, we're talking some Mavic Mini thoughts today. So mini thoughts. I guess call them mini thoughts today. I love the Mavic Mini too, so I like the Mavic Mini 1 and the Mavic Mini 2. Yes, that's such a good, nice little connection right there. Hey, Lee McCready, how you doing? Um, and this is in the next couple of days, we're gonna have these dumps of information. Now, this is actually just I think this is just something that somebody picked up on, um, and they put two and two together and they got cheap, and that's kind of what uh, DJI's done here. And if this holds true, it would make tons of sense. So, so I can say that I'm both surprised. Hey, Arizona drone dude, how you doing? I'm both surprised and then I'm not surprised at this. So this revolution, what I'm thinking about right now, okay, because I am definitely thinking here. When I first saw this, when this first came to my attention, my immediate knee jerk reaction is I'm out. I'm out. I've been there, done this. I've flown this. I got the T-shirt. I got the Mavic Mini T-shirt for this version of the Mavic Mini. So all you're telling me is that you've thrown on. Basically, I've already put those props on because when I decided to, you know, go forward when I was getting all those errors and we were getting the firmware updates, and I put they sent you a set of extra props, and I don't recall checking those, but they were definitely better. I mean, once I put those other props on, it eliminated the overspeed motor issue. So that was the big one. The other one was just some other scary warnings, some heat warnings and things like that. And then eventually, about a month and a half, 2 months later, after three crashes, but obviously recoveries, we ended up with the Mavic Mini 1, what they call the SE right now. You could call it, hey, Fairview, how you doing? We call this they call it the SE now, but it's really a Mavic 3, right? Mavic Mini 3. Don't call it a Mavic 3. It's a Mavic Mini 3. It's a mini. So if this is the case, if they're going to package this with the old school controller, with the old school dipole antennas, um, you're going to get a Mavic Mini 1, which I already understand and know. So what do you think? Are you still going to buy this thing? I'm still on my original propellers, on my Mavic Mini and my Mini 2. Ivan, I think you bought your Mavic Mini after I bought mine. I mean, I freaking literally ran out the door when it first came out and bought this sucker. First generation with all of its, problems. You haven't changed any propellers at all. All right. Maybe they fixed it with firmware. Okay. That was one of the 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 suggestions, is that when one of the first firmware updates came out, that it was snuck into a package of firmware, which they could easily do. They can just tweak a little bit of stuff and fix it. So yeah, Ivan, you got yours for Christmas. Ivan, if this thing here, okay, whoop, there, if that thing there has the original black controller, I can't go backwards, because that'd be a total reversal. It doesn't mean it wouldn't be a good drone. I mean, it would be a legitimate and you wonder why there's a fire sale out there of all the minis, all the mini ones right now. They're literally being fire saled, and I've seen them as low as $245. People just getting rid of them. The original mini one with no extra, not the fly more, no 3 battery thing. But you got the one battery. Now, would I be an owner of this thing if it basically had the new controller? Absolutely. I want to know what the Mini 1 would fly like with the new controller. So if you have the Mini 2, there's no reason to get the SE. No. The only reason why I'm going to get the SE is I'm a reviewer and I want to know what it flies like. Hey, the Drone Ranger, Mike, how you doing? Walmart also shows the SE to have the new style controller, right? Well, what is it, Mike? Is it the old controller or the new controller? What are they doing? Are they trying to compete with Banggood for being the most deceptive advertiser right now? Because right now Banggood is winning the deceptive advertisement, the deceptive advertisement war. I mean, only Banggood can put out the original SE and charge people $1,200 for it, when you can get the Fly More package combo for $1,200. And then when you click on the Fly More combo, it goes up to $1,600. So they throw $400 on top of that, and then they'll sell it and go, they'll pretend like they're doing you a favor. And DJI doesn't tend to do that. They don't tend to pull that move. They like to package things pretty good, and then what they usually do will be they'll let a third party marketer do something that's kind of weird. So yeah, hey Mike, I am praying that this is not the case. Okay. I am praying that this is, let me just put this screen on here. I am hoping that this right here is not the case. That right there, this old school controller. Now I know they got 1,000 of those bodies. I really like the new controller. Hey, Third Eye, how you doing? I love how you guys are packing in here, man. It's great. This is a good discussion topic. So I thought I could get a lot of traction from it. So I thought by bringing it out, having a little discussion about it, it would be helpful. Guys, I'm not Haya Al Fala channel. All right. Love my Mavic Mini. Hey, welcome in. Okay. Welcome in. I have not seen you come across the channel. So welcome. Now I usually, I could put the chat stream up. Should I do that? Should I put the chat stream up? I have to pull out this thing right here. Here, let me see if I can post the chat, because it's always fun to post the chat. Let me go ahead and pop that chat out. Let's get rid of here. Let's tuck this back in where it belongs, right in there. There we go. Let's bring that out. I love OBS, guys. I love having control back. Now, actually, today I'm using OBS, and I'm using them both. So I'm actually simulcasting into StreamYard from OBS right now. OBS is using like 17% CPU right now. So I think I solved the problem of overload. But the only problem is they will only broadcast this 720p. So I'm recording it in 1080, broadcasting it in 720. So we'll see what's up here. So let me just put the chat up for you guys. Let me just do this. I'm going to put copy, so you guys can read your own comments. It's kind of nice if you're on a PC to do that. So I'm going to flip the chat up, see what that does. We'll see if it creates a knucklehead effect. Sometimes it does. Go like that and see that. It should work. There we go. There it is. Yay. Dad Random is back to his old. I'm back up to my old tricks. So I think I'm gonna leave that sitting around. So in case I need to, yeah, I just want to check. I want to check Haya El Fala channel. I want to check his out. Here, you mind if I moderate you? I'm gonna do that. You're a new guy, and I don't like giving new guys quick moderation, but I'm doing that because I'm appreciative today, extra appreciative that you just popped in. So, all right, now I got to get this freaking chat moved somewhere. I got to stick it. I don't know. Here, I'm just going to minimize it. There you go. It's still around. All right, so we have this. There's a lot of action going on there. So we have this issue right here. We've got this, and once again, I am hoping that this is hype. That it's a mistake, that but once again, DJI does not do stuff like Hubsan. They do not do stuff by mistake. They don't make those types of mistakes. So that's um yeah. And if I do buy the SE, I find out that it's packaged with the new controller, same price point. But if they start like messing around with the price point, going, well, for $299 you can have the old controller, for another $50 we'll throw in the new controller. To me that's monkey business. That's bang good stuff. Don't do that. All right. So yeah, I think there's no difference between the mini, and okay. Well, I understand the comment that there's probably no difference between the two. Yes, there will be if they did a couple of things. One, if the firmware in the SE is the upgraded new firmware, so you immediately get an upgraded Mini 1, and then it comes with the new controller. It's boasting that the control distance and the control like stability is is top of the line. So once again, if we get the 299 price point, if we get the top of the line, um, if we get the top of the line, you know, just 2.7K in drone connectivity, from that time, do I expect that OcuSync 2? No, that's not going to be, it's not going to replace the Mini 2 with all of its amazing changes that they put. And when they put the 4K camera and the zoom lens, and you can zoom in the photos, and now you can zoom in, and then but they seem like they're going to put in all the basic all the basic quick shots. So for review, the SE will be Wi-Fi based. Yeah, it's going to be. But you can enhance Wi-Fi. I've taken Wi-Fi out well over 2 miles, and they're claiming 2.5 mile Wi-Fi range, which makes sense to me. But only if they. The problem with the first Mini is the antennas. Okay, it's you see what the blue arrow is pointing to. Those dipole antennas on there are crap. And if you make a jump in antenna technology, kind of like what I did with my Air 2, I'm going to do some. I've got my Air 1. Okay. If DJI pulls a fast one on us, okay, I'll be disappointed. I will be definitely second guessing whether I want to just test this out, because I want to buy it for $299. I'm going to buy it and test it. And I'm going to tell you that it blows doors with the FEMI just by looking at the video footage. I'm going to give you a video compilation, and then take some 4K video that's coming from the FEMI and the Hubsan, and just put it side by side and go, you know what? You can put 4K in front of me, and I can put 2.7K mini footage, and it's freaking unbelievable. DJI is just a better camera company. I'm just telling you, you know. So yeah, the 2.7K is, and you putting 2.7K 60 on your Mini 2. I agree, Ivan. You are a seasoned veteran of the Mini Club, and I respect your. Yeah. DJI needs to make the aperture on the Air 2S adjustable instead of locked in the 2.8. Yeah, Third Eye. Now, do you have the Air 2S? Do you recommend I buy that? Yeah, Fairview. I sold my Mini 1 a long time ago, and just I pissed a lot of people off. But I knew the Mini 2 is coming, and I was done with it. I didn't have to do anything else with that. I should have signed it. I should have put Dad Random on it, signature, made it a signature piece, and then I should have. But the Mini 2 using 2.7K 60, you have the 3 times zoom, awesome, yeah, and it's smooth and fluid and easy to transfer the footage, and the footage looks freaking great. Ivan, I'm totally on board. Third Eye, what do you think? Air 2S, should I buy it or not? I'm telling you. I'm late to the party, but I don't care. I don't mind being late to a party. So I don't. I just want to. I think in the Air 2 for the Air 2S, it would be better that I am late to party. The Mavic 3 comes out, and I own them both, and then I put them up side by side, where I have the Air 2S and the Mavic 3, assuming it does come out in August, and it does. It falls within somewhere that I can afford it. Yes, I have the Air 2S and love it. Fly it more than the Evo Pro 2. Yeah, Third Eye. I think. Yeah, I respect your opinion. You've been around for a long time. As far as my channel is concerned, and I totally. I think I'm. I think I'm on board with that opinion for sure. I don't see why buying the SE. Okay, the big thing for you, especially you've already flown it. The only reason why I'm going to buy it is for people that are interested in getting it to have somebody that's flown all of the series. Just tell them, hey, is this the thing? I don't have $1,200 to spend, and I want you to tell me that is this thing, better than say a Hubsan, the X8 Mini, because I'm not gonna buy a Hubsan X8 Mini because I'm not gonna grace them with my money. Only for review. Yeah, I've already flown the Mini and Mini 2. Now, here's another reason why I would buy it. I don't own my Mini 2 anymore. Okay, I'm right. I'm saying it for the first time. Don't own it. I sold it because I knew there was a revelation coming. Maybe a Mini 3. And I wanted to leave room so I could purchase the Air 2S if I need. Guys, I don't have unlimited funds. I have to kind of organize myself. I've been selling some of my FPV gear, so I can buy new FPV gear. So, but I am going to fly the Mini again. So don't think that I'm not a Mini guy yet. Guys, I'm not an expensive drone person. I'm really not. I like the value of the Mini. And so don't freak out. Don't, be disappointed in me because I don't own it right this very second. It just means that, I'm just like you guys. I got to leave space, Yeah, the Mini 2 is a legend. It's the best drone I've ever owned. The Mini 2 was the best drone. I sold my entire package. I got basically what I paid for it in selling it. I had to sweeten the deal a little bit. I always do. I gave him my Lion batteries, which I'm now regretting selling my Lion batteries. I should have kept them because if I'm going to buy the SD to test it out, I need my Lions because I'm going to put them in there. So now I'm faced with buying another Lion battery pack. I was looking at them today. I was gonna pre-purchase or purchase ahead of time the Lions pack, but then this thing came up, and I'm like, I'm not, you know, I'm not, very excited about what they did there. That's very it's bugging me a lot. So I just don't think I don't want to test it if it's going to come with the old controller, because I'll just say, guys, just go to my videos from 2 years ago, go watch it. I do have a link, by the way, and I think I do have a link in the description of this live stream that has it goes right to my rock and roll intro. I love that. It's actually one of my favorite videos. It's one of my least watched videos. That was, I think, was that the Mini? That might have been the Mini 2 video. So, well, now I have to get it, Ivan. I'm almost backed myself in a corner because it's kind of, I told you, having a DJI drone is like having a Sith Lord. You can't have more than one. I still have one. I got an oldie but goodie. Okay. I still have the original Mavic Air. I love that thing. And I actually have a special thing coming for my Mavic Air. I still love it. So my Mavic Air is coming for my Forehawk setup. I bought the dipole antennas for the Forehawks. Now okay. Now you see that, you know, right there, that thing right where finger right there. Okay. Now you see those dipoles right there, how short they are? I bought some higher dBi antennas for my Forehawks modification. And I'm going to put those taller antennas on. And there's a reason for that. Because if the SE comes out, I'm going to do a side by side with the original Mavic Air, which is actually a fair fight. Because I've already done it before. Mavic Air and Mavic or Mini SE, it would be a cool comparison because it's one's 4K and one's not. So what I'd do is I'd put my Mavic Air, because it's basically a mini. It's got a lot of the same stuff on it. It's way faster and way more fun to fly sometimes. But I can put it on 2.7K side by side, and we'll fly them together, just like old times. Maybe I should do a video where get the spaghetti western music. Okay. I snuck in a stream. Akarisho, it is 100. Well, it's 105 right now. No, it's 109. It's a freaking 109. I can't put it up there. Right there we go. You can't see that anyway. It's 109 degrees right now. I'm not going to go out and fly right now. It's just too freaking hot. So I'm just going to do a bunch of live streams. I'm going to be BTDR, except with some intuitive thought. All right. My Mini 2, I still recognize the fact that you're flying even the Mini 2 in the environment in Sofia, Bulgaria. I can see that you're still getting dropout of your signal. Ivan, are you flying? Is it a CE version? Is it a European version that you're flying? Okay. Because if it is, obviously you're not getting the full power of OcuSync 2, which makes the Mini 2 freaking literally bulletproof. I may actually get the Air 2S, if no Mini 3 by Christmas. Ivan, I would strongly suggest that you wait for the Mini 3 news, because I do believe that the Mini 3 it's the most popular drone they ever made. They will come out with a Mini 3 concept. I'm of the school of thought that believes that when they do come up with the new concept, they will do some body modifications. They'll do something, to make us happy. So that's that. I was going to share with you one more thing, as I fly only 1.5 kilometers out of my balcony and still have full connection. Yeah, I did see when you were flying though, you had some dropout because you were doing a screenshot. So, yeah, Dad ran with your temperature limit with the DJI drones. I already told. I'm actually going to do a heat test with the original Mavic Air. The Air 2 could not fly in the weather that we have right now. It's 109. So if I go out there right now and do a heat test with the Mavic Air, it's been inside. I'm just going to go out there and I'm going to launch it and see what it does and see if it goes into some kind of a heat thing. So I've got batteries charged up right now, and I'm actually going to do a heat test, and then I will compare that with the SE, which is going to have to withstand the same heat. I mean, I understand there's people, that are going to talk to me and say, "Hey, I live in the UK. It never gets that hot here." There's a lot of people that live in the climate, the equatorial climate zone. They live in the desert transitions, and whoops, there we go. Whoa, there we go. But that transition is very troublesome. I mean, they lose their drone. They don't understand why. I think some of these flyaway situations are heat issues. So let's see, I can't fly because it's been storming all day. Don't be bragging about your storming. It's 100 and I told you it's 109 degrees right this minute. It's supposed to top out at 112, so 112 degrees. I should have put a temperature meter right here. But that's kind of all I got today. That's kind of the big story. If you want to check some things out, I got a couple more things I want to just throw at you. It'll be on the sensor size for the Mini 3 right now. The Air 2S is the king of the sensors. Yeah, its only downside is weight, and in countries where it's a factor. Absolutely. And that's why the Mini is such an important technology that DJI keeps, because I think there are countries like the United States which are just all right, the 250 gram mark is really fair. Manufacturers can meet it. We know it's safe. We know that these drones drop on people's heads with 250 grams and they're not dead. 96 degrees here in central Texas. I cannot fly DJI. The humidity is over 100. My Autel will fly in any temperature, though. There you go. I think Third Eye, if the Mavic Air, if the Mavic 3, if it does come out, it needs to have enough ability to dispense the heat. And the Evos are just they're workhorses. I have been looking at Evos. Not too long ago, remember they had that fire sale that happened? Well, they're back to their normal price right now. There was like a really quick. So if you could have picked up one for about $1,000, between 1,000 and I've seen them as low as 900 something to about 13 or 1,400 for the Evo 6 or the 6K, the Evo 2 6K. So yeah, here in Bulgaria, we don't care about the 250 gram mark. Hey, we fly drones of all sizes. I see that no one cares. They don't. It's so nice that nobody cares, it's that you're comfortable in your skin, Um, yeah, you can fly them too. Yeah, you can adjust your time. The big thing, Ivan, is to use the lithium ion batteries. You use the Lion batteries, because the batteries are the weak point. Yeah, yes, the motherboards will get hot, but I flew the Mavic Mini 2 in well over the temperatures you're ever going to have to worry about. Ivan, you're not going to have to worry about the Mini 2 having a heat warning. It really is not going to happen. It is very robust. So, aren't they discontinuing Evo 2? No, they didn't yet. They did a firmware reconstruction somehow is supposed to make the experience better. I don't know. That was a whole discussion that happened and that we did on one of our other streams. Yeah. And no, the Evo 2 is not discontinued. So hey, hi Ben. I am not going to carry the stream on, guys, in for a long period of time. So I wanted to get this information out. I wanted to hit the subject of, are we going to have to deal with the, another, that right there? Are we going to have to deal with that, that controller right there? I hope that's a mistake, but I just don't see it. They didn't make that mistake. Whoever packaged it was given software. They were given the images. This, it's not Hubson. It's not, somebody going like this in horror, as a drone crashes, as they're trying to sell a $1 million product. Because this thing, that thing right there will make DJI a lot of money if they do it right. And if they package that with, say the newer controller, it's kind of like, I look like my dad, he's flying a Mini 2, I'm flying a Mini 1, even though the drones are different, they have different cameras and I still feel like I'm flying it, but I mean, what are all the, is the scroll wheel going to be helpful to me? Any of the other, control buttons on it, are the function button. I really like the function button where it's at. So there's just a lot of cool things. Hey, thank you so much. Malaysia, the weather here is always warm and wet. Yeah. You're one of my equatorial concerns. Malaysia's hot, and you can get overheat issues with the Air 2 there because moisture is just as bad as heat. No, Ivan, the Air 2S will never be under 250 grams. I do not believe they are not going to put a 1 inch sensor on a under 250-gram drone. It's not going to happen. I just don't think it's just too much heat. There's too many issues, you're a technology guy, you know. Hey, how you doing, Matt? Good to see Matt's on. Um, we've been hitting this idea, Matt. Anybody that's been popping in new, we've been looking at that right there. Guys, I'm I don't know if I'm going to buy it if it's got that controller. To me, it just becomes then a budget drone, and I just say, hey, the budget drone that's $299, go buy it because I would still think it's great. Buy the thing. It's freaking awesome. It's freaking better than I'm just telling you. I'm not buying an SE. I'm not buying a Hubsan Mini. I'm not doing it. I'm not buying an inferior product. I'm just not doing it. Hubsan has to prove to the rest of the drone world that they are going to take care of the firmware updates. They're going to make that thing good, and they're going to make it. And the cameras, it's totally over color saturated. I don't like the color science, and DJI is the king of cameras. They can make a crappy camera amazing, and Fimi and Hubsan have not shown me one bit that they can do that without, I just don't. I was very disappointed. I mean, Hubsan's, when they come out of the box, they're all different. They never function the same. I had their flagship. I had their flagship drone, and it was crap. So, yeah, Ben, I don't mind. Yeah, so no, probably no. Ben, that is assuming that this picture is incorrect. So there is some thought that since the picture they put up on their first ad, they're not going to pull a Banggood on us. Yeah, I don't believe they're going to have OcuSync on the new. No, they're not on the budget version. They're not going to destroy the Mini 2. They're not going to do this. They're not going to fire the freaking machine guns. They're not going to. They're not going to do that. Okay, they're not going to blast down. Their Mini 2 concept. They can't. It's too perfect. It's the perfect travel drone, with exception, right, Matt, to people that are flying the Air 2S. And it could be. It could be where, you know what, Matt, how many times does DJI do something incorrectly on their advertisement? How many times? I've only been in the drone community for 4 years. I have not seen DJI mislead the public yet. They haven't done it yet. If they choose one of the normal art, yeah, Ben, I've already flown an enhanced Wi-Fi version of the way back in the day when I was flying the Parrot drones, and I when I flew the Parrot and the Parrot Bebop 2, okay, and I did my go back and watch my videos where I'm flying that sucker to over 2 miles with the big panel antennas. With all it is a powered enhanced Wi-Fi, and it worked freaking great. And I've gotta thank Dan Drone Worship for giving me that idea. It wasn't my idea. He probably got it from somewhere else too. But when Drone Worship turned me in on that idea, and I saw that Bebop 2 go 2 miles easy, and I was using a fly pad that was Bluetooth connected to basically a power brick, just a little power block that had this little tiny Wi-Fi adapter onto it. I could never find another one of those, by the way. Once I freaking set that up and I sold it, I never found another one again. They got really super expensive. And then I couldn't find anybody that made them. So let's see if they probably only added the new controller because they probably stopped manufacturing the old controller. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Drones 863. I'm hoping that this is an incorrect picture. If it is, whoops, that's that way again, right? I keep doing this. That's the left hand. All right, it's hard to do this stuff, but anyway, I'm still in. Okay, I'm still in if that's the not the controller. Okay, not the one that they originally advertised. So, and I will rebuy the Mini. This will be the third version. And when I fly it for the first time, the SE, I'm gonna call it the Mini 3. I'm gonna go, this is the Mini 3. It's different than all the rest of the Minis. It's got a different controller. It was put together a little differently. It's a mismatch of different ideas, but it was perfected with a 2.7K camera. It says 2.5 miles. Now, did it say 2.5 miles? Was it 2.4 miles or 2.4 kilometers? I can't remember what they said. They're like 3 kilometers. So, all right. Matt, I want to leave you one more question. I got to leave one for Matt, and he might have answered it for me. Matt, did you I know you have the Air 2S. Would you be a huge, I know I've watched videos where people are recommending it. I want to hear it from you right now. You've flown it for a while. You got people like Ray Kelly, Captain Kelly that are flying it and other folks, okay? Is it amazing? Is it worth me getting it, and doing what I would call a late party, because I'm going to wait. It's going to be late. I'm going to be late to the party because I'm going to wait for a while. It'll be late summer. I might fly it. I might try to fly it. If I do purchase it, it depends on the timing of the Mavic 3. If I know the Mavic 3 is still off way into August, the end of August, I might have to do it because I'll have 2 months and I'll be basically needing something to do. And hopefully the weather will change by then. So, well, what do you think, Matt? Matt Cundiff, should I go Air 2S? Should I do that? Is it as amazing as it is? Yeah. Yeah. Ben, don't, you're going to cloud, because Ben, I would buy anything that you would tell me to buy because you're like the wizard of our channel. So I flew it in 100 degrees weather for 15 minutes. Do you think it'll make, it's 109. I keep telling you, it's 109 degrees. I wish I could show you here. I got to do this here. I got to do this before I go. Oh crap. I screwed up my knee, guys, when I moved my son, and it still hurts like freaking hell. It freaking swole up. I went and worked out on it today. Guys, I still work out, even with bad knees. Oh, to me, honestly, this is Matt. I've had them all except the M2P. It's by far the best DJI I've had. Yeah, I the Mini 2. Yeah, I would buy. Yeah, I'm probably gonna here. So I just want you to see my temperature gauge right there. Oh crap! Oh, right, I gotta move it there. I can't do this because if I take it off, I hate freaking eye watches. Yep, there it is, right there. 109. There it is, right there. That's a 9, right there. There, did you see it now? Trust me, we are at maximum heat. Your overlay is in the way. I know. Guys, I love OBS. My it was in the way. Love that. I can take that off too. Oh, I love OBS. It's so nice. How about this? How about this thing? How about that thing, guys? Who's excited about that? Guys, I am like a kid in a candy store. Look at those extra. I found a couple more pictures, by the way. Here, let me take the chat stream off. This is how I'm going to end it today. So, There they are right there. If this thing's fake, it's the greatest freaking fake ever. I love it. It's my, yeah, this is the side view and then has all, so this is just it, if you watched, if you want to look at Kai and I actually put up on our last stream, if you want to go check out our stream from Tuesday night. I put up the video of the concept drone that was done back in September of 2020. So I'm not excited because it's gonna. I'm not excited by it because I still need to eat. Or Akarisho, I need to eat too. Actually, guys, my diet allows me to eat at 2 o'clock, and it's 2:15 right now, or it's at where I'm at, and I've been losing weight really good. Yes, I've been kind of cheating, but today I'm going back on the. I went back on the wagon, but guys, I love that. I am so in love with that thing that is up there on the screen right now. I don't know why, but I try to find that video really quick. I put up a here. There's me. Hold on here. Let's go to the hold on here. I just got to go to my channel really quick. Here, don't look at yourself when you're freaking doing a stream. Holy crap. Are you that vain? Okay, let me go to my home screen. See if I can find that video that I've been looking at. I thought I put it up. Just go to our other channel. And I did have it. I did have that thing up. Did I take a picture? No, I thought I did a screenshot of it. All right. Anyway, just go to our stream from last night. Go give Kai Friedrichsen some love. He's working right now. Go to his channel and then just check out that I actually put the video up of this. It's this concept right here, this Mavic Pro, this Mavic 3 Pro concept. So, all right. Yeah, and Kai made a huge case for faking photographs, and I think he did a great job. Yes, and that Ben is making that. Yeah, so I love this. I love the idea of it, but it doesn't mean it's real, and it doesn't mean that I am going to pump the idea. Other than that, I would like it. I like the front. I like the way the 4 Li-ion batteries plug in the back. It's a 2P. It's a 4S 2P pack with 4 lithium-ion batteries, which would give this thing some serious life. But the concept of the drop-down camera, there is actually a better version of this from an older compilation. So I want you to go check that out. That makes it make sense more. This one looks more like a freaking really rickety swing set. So, but still kind of cool. So what's Akarashio? The picture looks like Autel DJI had a design. Yeah. Pure. Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely, it looks like the back of the Autel's sensors. The battery thing is different. I like the idea of the plug-in, but an engineer with a good CAD mind can easily make this. They can just, they can 3D model this thing. This, of course, this still has the gull wing idea, which folding back. The gull wing allows it to basically fold underneath the sensor package up here. You've got a top. You got 2 side. Why would you need 2 side? Now, the thing that Kai and I were thinking about was that some of these were cameras that you would be able to switch your camera, or it would intuitively switch your camera for the direction that your main camera is facing. Anyway, there's some good ideas out there. So anyway, this is just fun, guys. I'm just putting that up there for fun. It's it's neither here nor there. That's just why I'm putting this up for fun right there. All right, there we go. So, guys, I am out of here. It is time. It's 2:19. It's 19 minutes past my eating time. So, and I am checking the stream too. I'm double checking to see if I can make this stream function right. Now, everything I'm using today is all my music is actually coming from my phone. So we'll see what that happens. If it doesn't, I'm going to end up with Space Age Girl Machine. I love epidemic sounds, by the way. I love epidemic sounds. So we're going to put. Let's see if we can get out on some music here. There we go. This is actually a girl named Bree Oglu. I really like her voice. So, and there's some really good girl rock. I like it. All right, so that's how we're going to go out. And this is her other song, though. That was I'm Not That Girl. And this one's Space Age Girl Machine. Check this one out. All right, we're going to leave with a little bit of Space Age Girl Machine. There we go. All right. So, guys, later, have a great afternoon. Enjoyed being with you guys. And I'm out of here.
Space, age girl machine.